Today we are viewing the Content Explorer portion of ahrefs.com. And I know how I pronounce that, and I really don't want to mess it up right now. So we're just going to spell it out because then you know where to go. Anyway, I just want to say this is a truly awesome portion of the service. It really allows you to drill down on what content is being shared, what content of yours is bringing in the most traffic and how, which social media channel, and allows you to check out your competition. So here we are, and to get started, number one, when you come to the Content Explorer page, you'll actually see what has been shared over the last 24 hours. So if you really want to jump on a news related topic, this is a great place to get started. But for example, we can go ahead here and use SEO how-tos, let's say, and let's see what's being shared. Now, another great thing about this is that it really allows you to see what makes sense to spend your time on. So if you need blog ideas, content ideas, anything else, it really lets you see, hey, what are people interested in already? So here we go, and we are on all, and I think that's going to be a lot for us to look at. So we'll select English here, and let's go in the past month. So here we know if something is already being shared, then people are interested in it. So here we can look on what's being shared the most on Facebook. I think I had that at the most. So here we have some article titles, how many times it was shared on Facebook, and we even have the site that it was being shared on. Now, I'm going to tell you why this is so awesome as well in just a bit, but we get a lot of information. So if we really want to create a Facebook audience, we can see what is being shared. Let's say again, we want something that's being shared a lot on LinkedIn. Then we can go ahead and find that here. So we know if we create content that people are interested in, we're most likely to get shares. Over here in tiles, I really like this layout here because it allows us to see the image that was being shared. So we can see maybe if something has a lot of text, if it gets shared more on Pinterest, or if it doesn't, if it gets shared on LinkedIn. But it really allows us to see maybe and get ideas for our own marketing efforts. Okay, so here's published content for SEO how-to and the popularity. And I think this is really interesting as well because you're able to see, you know, it looks like SEO kind of has a boy, it really drops off in December. So if you're sharing content, maybe avoid October and December or have something really stellar and get more shares. But this is interesting, and I would be interested in trying other topics as well that are more seasonally related, that you may see that sharing seasonal related topics may do well starting all the way back in September than just starting in like November. But this is really interesting for published content and then in how popular it actually was on the social media channels. Now keep in mind that this is just content, and let's look at a specific site. And now think of what this can do for your own site as well. Let's say your competition has a lot of traffic coming in on Facebook and you're really not sure how. Well, here's how you can find out. So let's see what some of the biggest shares on Facebook for Social Media Examiner has been. Okay, so their mega conference. Okay, 26 creative ways to publish social media updates. Lots of shares. Their Success Summit. Here's case studies. So all of this is ideas on how I can bring in traffic to my own site via content. So their case studies do really, really well. But let's look on Twitter. So what's being shared for them on Twitter? How to design a social media campaign. Again, 26 ways to publish social media updates. So this is a good one. Look at all these. Now, this is really high up, but look at numbers 20, 14, 18, 6, 14, top 10 ways, 44 ways, 12 ways. So here's like major shares on Twitter that are using numbers in the title. So just an idea for you of how you can use this amazing content tool to create ideas for yourself, to find content that's already been shared, to find people who may be willing to share your content as well. This tool is incredibly in depth. It's very fun to play with, so definitely jump onto the site, check out their content explorer portion, and see what kind of insight you can find into the content coming your way.